Welcome, family, to another episode of the Midnight Moods podcast, Conscious Conversations, real talk with real ones. I'm Coco the Conscious, aka Mr. Moods, and our real one for today is Ethan, my brother. What up, man?
How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, bro. Thank you for coming through. Ethan's a poet and an art. Oh, I gotta get it. You gotta say it.
Artist educator.
Artist educator. My bro, thank you for coming through, man.
No, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor too. Yeah,
bro. I'm glad that we're the first podcast, right? You were saying
that's it.
Yeah, that's
first interview, first podcast.
That's big, man. Yeah. First of many.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully.
I love it. We met. We'll tell everyone how we met. I met Ethan at the MCA, and you were curating a poetry event, right, for NAIDOC week. And it was very powerful, brother. Thank you for allowing me to get up as well.
Yeah.
And use that space. It was amazing, bro. You were reading some powerful poems, and I was there with the family, and we're all like, "Wow, like he's a good poet." And I was a bit nervous as well. I'm like, and then you're like, "Oh, any rappers?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a sign from the universe. I better get up and do this." Because I was just like, I was just soaking it in. I was like, if I feel called to, I will. But when you said that, I was like, okay, that's my sign.
Well, that saved it, eh?
Yeah.
For the whole event. The whole idea was to have someone stand up, from the audience, And like when you done that, I was like, man, that's so like.
Oh, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, and it captivated everyone in the room.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Nah, you led the way though, because you were doing quite a few poems, and a lot of them were your own.
Yeah, that's it. I thought hosting the event and being a poet, like to get people to get up, and share something, like I should be there sharing too, So yeah, and it was a good time, I guess, that I had an audience there. The audience was mad. Like,
that was good.
It was there's so much energy in the room. And
I loved it, and
really
in
nice.
different cultures as well. That brother from like a
QA?
Arab country, he came up and he did his thing, and like it was nice. The space that you created, I think it was a beautiful thing, because people felt like comfortable enough to get up and share their stories, and man, it was so good. And in an art space, in an art gallery, like poetry and art gallery, that's a new level, bro. I'm this could be something that, like, I want to see it more.
Well, hopefully every NAIDOC week we'll have something like that.
Nice.
Maybe the same event, like and we want all sorts of emergent like poets, performers to like come. Like hopefully we can build on and then like have even more.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be really cool, eh?
That's so dope. So did you come up with like that idea when you were during NAIDOC week, or was it like, how did that come to fruition that day?
It was a conversation with myself and Keith. Keith Monroe, he was there as well.
He said a few at the end.
So he's like my boss.
We
were gonna do it 2 years back before COVID at MCA Up Late. MCA Up Late. It's on Thursday and Friday nights, or I forget the nights. But we're gonna do it then. But then because of COVID, it all just
as it is.
Fell out of place. But we put it back in place this year. I don't know. I guess it's really cool to have those voices echoing off the walls of them.
That's what it is. The echo. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
It's a different energy. Yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it. So how long have you been writing poems?
Good question.
Yeah.
I started when I was about 15, 16. Raps and stuff.
Love
like
it.
That.
That's how it begins.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Me and a few of my mates back from Campbelltown. But then it just, we had like our little crew was KUT. Like,
was that the name? KUT?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Courage United Together.
Hey. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was mad.
You all got matching tats too?
We end up getting, not matching, but KUT.
In your own like flair.
In our own little flair,
Nice.
Yeah, this was my first tattoo. My mate Kyle Slemnick. Shout out to Kyle.
Shout out to Kyle, yeah.
Yeah, right. It was just, I went to school one day with him, and it was a sewing needle, an Indian ink. Oh,
you did it proper, like...
Oh, yeah.
Old school way.
Yeah, it took ages.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I thought you meant like the ink tattoo. So you did it the like scarring one. Is that the ones?
No, it wasn't like those ones.
Oh,
ink tattoo.
Yeah.
But just a shit job.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty dodgy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep it forever.
Yeah, I love it.
My own boy done it.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. That'd be tough, bro.
Oh, and because... we didn't know what we were doing. He had some idea because his uncle was a tattoo artist, but Yeah.
Man. So that's how it started. You started writing raps with KUT. Yeah.
And then I guess we all drifted apart.
Mm.
And man, I stopped writing for a few years, and then in my mid-20s, I started, I was tapping back into it. Started keeping a journal. That's what started me back into it. Yeah. And then I started writing raps again. I started like rhyming again. And then I thought, you know what? Like, I want to take this further. I didn't really oh man, I love hip hop, I love rap, and it just never was my the avenues that I went down. I ended up going in towards poetry.
That was good, bro.
So I found myself in the realm of poetry, and I just used my rhyming from back then into
into the poems.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've most of my poems rhyme, but I want to start writing without the rhymes.
Yeah, because it can be like that. I mean, that's what I'm learning from going to all these poetry events. I'm like, it doesn't always have to not every line has to rhyme.
No, that's it. Yeah, 100%. And even the language, you're more free with the language, and this, you're more free without rhyming as well. In a way,
100%. Because when you're rhyming, it's it narrows the words down.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a good point. Yeah. I'm learning that as well. Even with rapping, I'm not every bar has to, it doesn't always have to have this rhyme scheme, because everyone's about flow, which I totally get.
Yep.
But for certain songs, I can just, kind of be a bit more free with it, and just speak my mind per se.
That's it. All right, so you just go over with a bit of...
Yeah, so it depends. I'm still tapping into it. I'm still kind of get out of that everything has to rhyme kind of thing. I guess it's all part of growing and evolving in the rap game. But it's a process.
Yeah, I'm learning that with my poetry as well. I'm starting to slow down sometimes it doesn't have to rhyme, but as long as it's with the rhythm, it's all sweet. But
that's it.
Yeah,
it's got to have that rhythm.
Yeah. So poetry for now. That's what I've been doing for the last since I was about 20, 25, 26. Been
Love
writing.
It. Yeah. So when you said you started back again when you were around 20, was it?
Yeah. No, around mid-20s.
Mid-20s. What made you tap back into it? Was it you need to get stuff out of your head? For me personally, I had to get things out of my head.
100%. I
had to put it down because it was creating a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was wondering what might have been that catalyst for you.
An outlet.
Yeah.
When I started to journal, that was it was when you work out all the time and you have to go to the gym, if you don't work out, you feel shit, you want to get into the gym, It felt like that with writing and my journaling. But then once I started rhyming and I guess writing more creatively, even started doing short stories, I just had a knack with it, I thought, and I just, it really spoke to me,
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, so you're writing short stories too?
Yeah, here and there.
Nice. Are these from a personal place, or are these stories that you might just come up with?
Yeah. Bit of both.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah.
I've only finished my short stories that I've written for uni. All the ones I've started at home are half done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess, man, I started with poetry because one day I want to move into writing a novel or something like that. So I thought I'd start with just poetry and then short stories and then
the
the
big book. Yeah. Wow. I love that process though, that you're thinking of it like that. It's the baby steps, you know what I mean? You crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
And you want to get those techniques on that journey, on the way to where you're kind of envisioning it.
Yeah. 100%.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have any poems on you, by the way?
I have some on my phone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to read a few since we're on the poetry talk?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Whatever ones you feel called to. And then, if we can break them down a little.
Yeah, that'd be cool, eh?
Yeah?
I've never done that before.
Yeah, I'd love to, bro.
Yeah. 1 sec.
No, all good, bro.
My phone.
Take your time. Yeah, are you the type that's always... Because me, I'm always on my notes. If I get a thought or something, I'm going... I'm just always writing on the notes. Yeah. The thumbs start cracking. I'm like, wow, what's happening here? I got to chill.
Yeah, right. I hardly use... when I don't have anything else, notes.
Yeah.
But I'm always carrying a pen and
good.
paper.
I need to do that, bro. I've got journals as well. and nice ones with like nice art on them. I just gotta remember to bring them with me where I go.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's just getting in the habit of like, now put it in your bag, put it in the car. You just so it's accessible because the notes is just it's just quick.
Do you normally write the notes or the?
To be honest, bro. Like when I first started writing, it was writing.
Yep.
And then I just started. It became notes all the time and tapping away.
It makes sense, man. Like I see heaps of other creatives do it, and I'm like, man, I gotta like stop being the old man.
Nah, I think it's good that you got that though, bro. Because there's something special about pen to paper or pencil to paper. It's that like, it's more physical, you know. Yeah. Like the notes, it's good. Don't get me wrong. The one thing that I like about the notes over like writing, is I can put it down quicker. Mm-hmm. So if I get like a thought or something, I can just go. But writing, I'll have to like. I'm not the greatest. Like what's the word when you in school? What is it? Yeah, just handwriting. Handwriting. Yeah. My freehand isn't that good, so I was just like, the notes definitely help me in that aspect. Yeah. But I definitely want to get to the books, bro.
Yeah, I wish I was like I get that. Like I'm writing a line and I have something and I'm like, that's mad. And I do the first sentence and then I'm like, what was the
there it goes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes it comes back, but
eventually.
Yeah.
Love it, bro. Yeah, let's hear him whenever you're ready, bro.
Okay, sweet.
Get the levels right.
I've just got this line on my phone, so.
Oh wow. Damn.
But I'm right. I read it from this phone.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, I think a new one, but.
Bear with us, fam.
All right, sweet.
All right.
So this one's called Political Waters. I wrote it for the Sydney Biennale.
Okay.
It was commissioned by Art Gallery of New South Wales.
Nice.
Oh, snap. Political waters. Waters have always flown naturally with time. Politics will forever flow from our tongues. Down by the river where I live is a black panther. Shy by nature, used to waiting from up high, graffitiing sandstone caves, only travelling the town at night and only when it rains. If seen, it is only for a glimpse, like heat rising, like a shadow catching the morning light, the black panther slips away. Tricky fella she is, feathers cover her tracks. Tricky fella he is, scar trees mark his place. There is also a roo, wearing a charcoal coat, with eyes like ambers. Turn, young fella, run. You came down to the river valley with a troubled heart. Begone, return to where you are from. Tell your people what you found. Sing up a deadly storm. Down by the river where I live is a water gum, sprouted long ago, back when time begun. White rushing waters have risen, well above its crown. 1,000 floods have stormed to sea. Yet tomorrow, when you come back, when the waters have calmed, it stands proud, at peace. The waters here are clear and blue, the same as a Mount Franklin bottle. Sometimes you can see the fish gliding through and hear the cockatoos above, curiously watching from their hollows. But don't you come here, or the panther will drive you. The roo will stomp its feet with a heavy thud. The trees will kick up dust, and the cockatoos above are imagining trespassers' blood. How can a custodian speak of water without being political, cynical, put out? Just a voice lost in the Sydney Zoo, drowning in the overflow of noise and steel and silent concrete, of posh and reflective structures, of lonely trams and trains, of everyday living people with blood coursing through their veins. Political waters I tread, when my mind won't cease. Down to the river I go, to find my inner peace.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Wow. Beautiful, bro.
Thank you.
That's that's intense. All right, there's a lot to get into on that one.
Yeah, right, man.
The first thing that sticks out for me personally, I've heard these stories of this Lithgow panther.
Yeah.
Is this any connection to that?
But you know what it is,
Wow. Bro, please tell me, because I've heard this was like kind of recently someone told me about it, like and I'm like, no, I never heard of it. And like supposedly that's what the Penrith Panthers are named because of it, and it escaped from a zoo or something.
Yeah, there's all sorts of like stories theories about it.
Yeah,
like mate, I heard one where it was a World War II American fighter pilots had them as mascots, like big cats, and then they had them over here in the base, and they just let them go when they left.
Wow.
And then a zoo out and zoos and all sorts of yarns.
Yeah.
It's like a double meaning, but at the same time it's not, because I've seen it. Like,
I was gonna say,
I'm on the podcast. Like,
have you seen it physically?
I've seen it, man.
Wow.
I've seen the panther.
Damn, where?
It was. I'm not gonna say where, because it's like.
True.
It's a beautiful spot, and that's what the poem's about. Like, us from that community keep keeping that connection with that spot and not
keep it sacred. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But I'll tell you after for sure. But it's in the bushland up, like the whole off the Holsworthy Army Barracks.
Okay.
It's in Ads, man.
Yeah.
It's in Ads.
Okay. They won't find it, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But wow.
Yeah, I was down there. I walk my dogs all the time down to the spot called the Woolwash, and then we cut up like the little family spot. But I was with my dogs, and I don't know if I said, but there was a fire.
Yeah.
So there's a little bushfire.
Wow.
And I seen that, and so I started cutting back, and I don't know, about 300 meters away, I seen this big cat, man, the size of my dog, a Labrador.
Wow.
And it was like drinking out the water.
Wow.
And it didn't even turn. It like I seen its ear flick.
Yeah.
And because once they heard us, and it just disappeared in 2 seconds. Like,
wow.
It was gone, eh? And I've heard like other people from it say that they've seen it. Not many.
Yeah.
Like 1% will say they've seen it, and the rest call them mad.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
I've not seen it.
I've actually met someone that's seen it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to go down there and catch a photo or something.
Yeah.
Like,
just to prove to everyone, like, this is legit. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this panther.
Yeah, so I thought I'd put it in literature. So
yeah, I love how you did it. And you said it's a kind of double meaning, you were saying?
Yeah, like Black Panthers. Like, I grew up around a lot of politically minded, proud black people.
Yeah.
So I guess the Black Panther could be anyone, really. Yeah. Especially from that area, who grew up going to those waters and hanging out down there, Yeah, that's it.
The political war, and I want to get into the waters as well.
Yeah.
Because we have a mutual friend, Dobby.
Yeah.
And Dobby, he came and listened to my album last year, and he was telling me about like a certain, I don't want to like butcher it, but there's something happening with the waters in some certain place, in Australia.
Yep.
And he showed me some songs he'd made as well.
Okay.
To do with what is happening. So I was just wondering, when you say the waters, is there something happening in that area to do with the waters?
Yeah, 100, like, it's the Georges River up the top.
Georges River,
It's like the upper echelon, still freshwater area, but it's just, I guess, like, every waterway needs to be looked after. And it's such a beautiful little river system, and it holds so much life, like panthers and all, And I'd really love it to be looked after. And with like there's so much change happening with gentrification that's happening where I come from. Like, they're cutting bits of the bush away, and like, it's just, we don't really respect it, and especially water. Like, I think Dobby may have been talking about the Murray-Darling.
Yeah, Murray-Darling, you're right. Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, that river, I think it was the last year before, like, even now, I'm not sure what it looks like now, but it was empty, but there was like a catastrophe for all these cod, man, like all these fish, just millions, man, died from, I'm not sure what it was, but something to do with like, the cotton farms up above. They farm heaps of water.
Yeah.
And then they don't let enough water down stream, man. And yeah, that's a real problem, because that's like, especially a country like this that we don't have much water. And what water we do have, it's underground and springs and stuff like that. And if we keep like stuffing with the rivers and that, they're going to dry up. And
yeah,
we'll be in a lot of trouble then, eh? So yeah, like political water, like one of the lines is like, how can a custodian speak of water without being political, cynical? Like, I'm not like really a cynical person. I try not to be.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if
we all have our moments, bro. Trust me. Yeah.
Like, I'm a professional player hater, but
yeah.
like,
like that. Professional player hater. Yeah. Yeah.
But when it comes to like environmental issues, looking after the country and that, like it's hard not to be. Like, I guess the commission was to talk about, I don't know what they wanted from me, but something to do with water. Like, they wanted me to connect it back to water. And, for me, water's very political, and like at the moment, because we're not looking, like, we need to, talk about it more and look after it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. We're made of water. 70% water, something like that. 70-80% water.
Mm-hmm.
The earth is 70%, 80 water.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I think, and it's crazy. I'm watching all these like these new movies coming out, like Avatar. You know, Avatar, the blue guys.
Yeah.
It's the new one's called Way of the Water.
All right.
And they're always trying to tell you something in those movies. And I'm seeing this theme as well of the water, and it's just, we got to take care of it. I think it's very important. I think a lot of people just aren't aware. I think that's what it is. They just don't realize the importance. Everyone, we get it from bottles and stuff.
That's it, eh?
Because we're not like connected to the process of how water is.
Yeah.
How we get it, so it's just,
Yeah, right. It's life. Water's life.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
So was that the intention with that poem, to bring it to water? Yeah.
Bring it back to water and like a bit of, I guess, the gentrification of that area.
Yeah.
As well. But also exploring the beauty of that country too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all those three elements combined.
I love it, and you put it all. Did you write it as just one thing, or do you go part by part?
Part by part.
Yeah.
Some poems I can, like, if I write it out one go, it's pretty cool. Like, if I'm in a flow. Yeah. And then I'll like just play with it. But this one here, it took me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part by part for sure. Yeah. Had a few walks down the river and just sat with it, and yeah.
I love it how you connect it to the fauna as well, like the cockatoos and the kangaroos. It's just like, it's like you're taking the listener there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like, it's nice, bro. I love it.
Thank you.
We'll get another one soon.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get into like your childhood, where you grew up.
Yep.
What helped, like, shape you, if we can get into that. Yeah.
Man. Oh, that's a big
journey. Question.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. Whatever you feel, bro. Whatever you feel like.
So born out in country New South Wales,
Forbes.
Yep. On the Wiradjuri country there. And,
okay.
Lived there for a few years. Moved around a lot when I was a kid, eh? My father is a Ngunnawal man, Ngunnawal Gomeroi.
Okay.
Gomeroi man.
Yeah.
Mother's Australian, English, Aussie,
Yeah.
She's 12-pound pom, I think. On that side, they came from around that way.
Okay.
Born in Forbes. Just lived there till I was like in kindy, man, and then moved to Cowra.
Yeah.
Cowra was a mad place. I love living there. On the Lachlan River there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful country.
Back to water.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then I moved up to Grafton, North Coast, North New South Wales.
Okay.
And then hooked it back down to Forbes. About 15, left mum and stepdad because parents had split up. Yeah. And moved to Sydney, Campbelltown. Been there ever since.
Yeah. How old were you when you moved to Campbelltown?
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah, 2005, I think it was.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And that's been like the home base ever since.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I love Campbelltown. I guess my heart's there. Eh? Like it feels like home. First place, because I moved around a lot. Besides Yass, but when my ancestors' country.
Yeah.
Campbelltown definitely like feels like home. I have a little family there, and there's something about it, eh?
Yeah.
Something about it.
No, I love that. So so you said Yass, your ancestors' home. Where's that? Like, that's New South Wales, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's near Canberra.
Okay.
About
so inland.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ngunnawal country. So yeah, Yass is, when you go on the highway down to Melbourne, you'll see like a
little sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a famous Macca's sign there. Because there's a big M and then it's Yass, so it's my ass. People are taking photos.
M, I get it. Yeah. Is it still there to this day?
I think so.
Oh, that's crazy. Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think I've probably driven, when I've gone to I've probably seen it, but those Melbourne drives are long.
Yeah.
I'm always just like, I just want to get there.
Well, that's it. It's a bypass. It used to go through the town, but now
now you go, true. Have you been back?
Oh, yeah, I go to Yass all the time.
All the time?
Yeah, my old man moved back down that way a few years ago. I have a little brother.
Yeah.
He's about, I don't know, I think he's in year 6 now.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so, and then like heaps of cousins. Like a lot of my family are in Yass.
Yeah.
Half in Yass, Campbelltown, and then spread out in the country.
Nice, yeah. That's good that you go back and you got to have that, eh?
Oh, I have to.
Go back to connect, yeah.
Yeah, like it's important, but like it's important for your mind, body, and soul. But like just to fish on those riverbanks with my family.
Oh, nice.
And just to know that like some of these fishing spots, like, you know, like my people been fishing for
forever,
bro.
Wow.
So yeah, that's really like, you know.
Yeah, that's a deep way to connect. And I'm thinking of it like literally in the same spots.
Yeah.
That like probably thousands of years ago, your ancestors were doing the same thing.
That's it, eh?
It's actually really intense when you think about it. Yeah.
Like I was fishing there once. We had a mad trip. Like my first cousin JB and my older brother. My dad.
Yeah.
My dad's like the fisherman of the family. Like,
oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, he can cast a line in a puddle.
Wow, the OG fisherman.
Pull out a cod, eh?
Yeah.
And he's taught it like to all of us.
Yeah.
Nephews, sons, nieces, like everyone. We all fish, eh?
Nice.
And that's come from his dad, my grandfather.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we really look after the rivers down there.
Love that.
But yeah, we were there fishing one day early in the morning, and I was walking up ahead, and I tripped over, bro. Like there's this little part where it's like a little waterfall.
Yeah.
And like you can jump from this side to that side.
Yeah.
And I tripped face first.
Oh, damn.
And I was just there by myself, like, you know, no one's around. I'm thinking, fuck, lucky no one's seen me. But then I just had this thought, like, man, like, I could feel my old people, like my ancestors sitting there laughing.
Wow.
Having a laugh.
Yeah.
And thinking, like, maybe even, like, how many of the people that walk before me might have
done the same thing,
you know?
True,
like
one of them might have done it as well. And that's why they're laughing, like, we've all done that. Yeah, that's the spot.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, bro. I love how you're in tune like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Is it when you're like on like country like that? Is that when you feel it a lot, or would you say wherever you are you can kind of connect? It's a broad question, I know.
I try to connect wherever I am. Just say hello. Like I just say hello to the country. Tell them who I am and like where I'm from and that. So yeah, like definitely I can connect. You can connect anywhere. Anyone can. But when I go home, it is something special.
Different feel.
It is a different feeling. Like but bushwalks and that definitely because you're around like it's still especially like country that's hasn't been turned up untouched. Like there is that. You can feel so much life around you, you know, all that. Just, the energy of it. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm, you know, feeling like the world's going crazy and that, like, I need to go for a bushwalk. Take my shoes off and go for a walk.
Man, it makes such a difference. I've noticed that as well. Like, they have, like, signs now that proves it, but I always knew before the signs. Right. I'm like, dude, like, you know, grounding and all that. You take off your shoes and the, like, electromagnetic of the earth sometimes. You know, they got the whole, there's a science behind it, but I already knew, like, just naturally, like, this feels good. You know what I mean? I feel better. And, the bushwalks are, dude, I try to go on them as often as I can whenever I have free time because it's just so important. Like, we go down to Maruya. Down south.
Alright.
And there's like a national park there. And it's pretty untouched, pretty much because it's a national park. And just when everything's so alive, like the I don't know if they're crickets or what, or cicadas.
Oh yeah.
Man, they go hard. You know what I mean? It's like they're tuning you in. Yeah. Because they go so, and then like my grandma and my dad, they couldn't cope with it. There's like, these are too loud. But me and my mum were like, nah, this is like, and I feel like it's like, if you resist too much, then it's just like, it's too much for you. But if you just like allow it, I'm like, it's actually really nice. You got the black cockatoos going and you just like, it's very magical and like, Yeah, it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. Yeah. And like I've learnt now, I went to up North Sydney, Gamboya. Shout out to Simon. He took us on like this little walk up to one of these like rocks.
Yeah.
And yeah, like before like going up, like we had to, you know, touch the tree and like say our names. And I'd never done this before.
Okay.
But when I did that, I did definitely and the trees, even how they were crossing, it was like an entrance. And it was really intense. And then, yeah, he told everyone, you know, like, say your name, your family name, like, connect to country. And he had this kind of ritual. So ever since that, now when I do bushwalks and I do, like, if there is, like, a tree, I do that. Yeah, you know what I mean? People are like, oh, bro. But I'm just like, nah, after doing that, it's like, I can't go back to just walking through it normal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's really cool that you do it. Because after you do that, like, you tell the country who you are and, you know, like, things happen. Like, it opens its arms out to you and like it accepts you, you know. Like, it says, all right, this fellow, like, he's got respect, like he's freaking, you know. Yeah, that's really cool.
Opens its arms out to you. I like how you said that, because that's the feeling. Yeah They say nature nurtures, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's that's the energy I get.
Yeah, I used to work in bush regeneration 5 years or so.
Nice.
Yeah, so
that would have been fun.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, my first, I guess my second proper job, but like first job I kept for like 5 years. Like that was a long time. I was like, all right, I can keep a job for 5 years.
Yeah.
But it was so easy because it's out in the bush every day, and like I'm nurturing it too. Like I'm actually actively working with it, like getting rid of weeds and, you know, help erosion. Like just doing that really does something too. I swear it's like a, what would you call it? Like a eternal youth tonic or something. Like all the people that worked in bush regen just look so young
and they got a glow.
Yeah,
it's true, man.
Yeah.
And everyone that like works with like flowers or plants or like, I'm like, dude, because they're always constantly connecting. They're touching. It's you're right, bro. Yeah, you're definitely right. There's something in it. Yeah. It's so true. As I always say that, man. Like just connecting back to nature is so important to the earth. Like that's a lot of I feel where everyone's just gone wacko. It's because we're just not connected. We're not grounded. We're not, you know, we're just in the concrete jungle per se.
That's it. Yeah. I hope, like, I even seen an NFT my brother was buying, like I hope we come back to nature. But like I seen this NFT where they're taking photos of certain parts or doing like pictures of certain parts of like every square kilometre of New South Wales, maybe, you know, buy a certain part of it. So like heaps of people are like buying the bushland parts. They get the bush view, you know.
It's great. Just go to the bush.
That's it, eh? Like
that's wild.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, it's a digital world, bro. But I think we're gonna be forced back to nature. Personally. Yeah. I think that's what it's gonna be.
How do you think it'll happen?
I don't know I don't think it's gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
But we're definitely gonna be forced back to it.
I think so too. Like I think with all the stuff that's happening, like the tracking devices. Yeah. Like everyone's got a tracking device now because it's a phone, you know.
100%.
Like. Maybe like I've watched all these like Joe Rogan podcasts, like the history stuff. Yeah. And it's like maybe like we were advanced back then too, and we're like either something shifted, like there was asteroid or whatever, or maybe like the human spirit said, man, fuck this, we don't want this no more. Maybe we will go back to basics.
True.
Maybe there needs to be that tipping point, something to shift it.
Yeah.
But like the way it is, like. I guess I don't get in conspiracy. But
bro, please do. This is what the podcast is all about. Let's go. Like, get in whatever conspiracy you want. I'm open to all of them, bro. I love diving down rabbit holes.
Yeah, same, man. Like, and history as well. Like, being a history student, like, it's not conspiracy. It's like just looking at history and the patterns. Of course. You know? Yeah. But, like, the elite or the rich or whatever, they control, you know, most of the resources and everything. They control all the technology and like I guess they're trickle feeding us, it. Yeah. So one day, like, are we going to be like stuff this, like
eventually?
Yeah, let's get Who knows when?
Bro, I hope. I've been waiting. Yeah, I thought lockdown and all that would have been that moment where everyone comes out. They're like, nah, this hasn't been working. That's why we're here. We got to change it up.
There was something in the air, eh?
Dude, I was like, oh, it's gonna like. I always thought like something big had to happen for the whole system to like just change. Do you know what I mean? Because the system that's broken. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I don't even know if it's. I think they're meant to make it like that, but it's just like it's unstable and it's not healthy, and it's just it goes against humanity and the earth.
Yeah.
Like everything. Do you know what I mean? And it's just. Yeah, man. I know. I've been down many rabbit holes, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, right.
Figuring it, not trying to figure it out, but just like opening my mind to different things.
That's
do you know what I mean? Because school will just teach you one way, and if you stay in that, it can go through life and just like one lane. You can't.
Yeah, you got to broaden your horizon.
You have to. Do you know what I mean? And then it connects to different things, you know. But you know what, bro? For me, it always leads back to indigenous culture.
Yeah.
Across the globe.
Yeah, that's
like,
it. Yeah.
It always comes back to every book or every like esoteric book, anything. It always comes back to that. Yeah. Just the values they had, the reverence, and like just for nature and the earth, and seeing everything as it's alive. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, dude.
Like, they had so much knowledge. Like, it was
so rich.
Like, we think we know so much now, but like when we talk about our own human spirit, like the spirit of the country, like the season, like the way the seasons, like everything, like just especially with the human spirit, like they knew something. You know, like
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And I hope we get back to some form of that. But like, I guess we can try through our art, I guess. Hey, like
that's it. The art is the one that's like it's like that vessel that's gonna make it all. I feel that as well. And it's I've noticed as well. I don't know if you knew this, bro. This is a bit random, but it's kind of connected. But I don't know. Have you heard the Gosford glyphs?
Yeah, is that the Egyptian?
Yeah, bro. Have you heard this story? I wanted to ask you this question. This was, if you know how I was saying if I premeditate any questions, this is probably the only one I premeditated. Right. Have you heard of that? Because I've heard stories of like 2 pharaohs coming here, and like learning from the indigenous people. Yeah. And going back, or maybe one stayed here. And like fell in love or something. I've heard many stories, but I was wondering if you knew anything about it.
I don't know much about it. Okay. I've heard a similar story, like the pharaohs went on a big expedition, and
that's it, and they came here.
Yeah, and I've heard about the glyphs. I've seen some old archaeologist dude on YouTube talking about it. Like, he hasn't got that many views. Like, they're decent, thousands, but people are not like learning. But I'm not sure. Like, I can't discredit it. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't be hard to believe. Like, we've been here for so long, and
that's
like
what I mean.
The Egyptian, like their culture goes way back too. You know.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I think that we were all connected in some way. Like, we all kind of knew. You know, like definitely traded and stuff with each other. I was reading something the other night about Egyptian, like there was signs of Egyptian glyphs or something, but that was in Queensland as well.
Oh wow!
So maybe if there's 2,
there might be 2. Yeah, because I've heard of even pyramids here. Yeah, but they're not pyramid. Like, they look like mountains, but it's because of the growth. It's grown over it, but they were supposedly pyramids and stuff. Yeah, these are kind of conspiracies. Yeah, but I was just like, and then what I was watching, I didn't have many views as well. Yeah, but I kind of take that now as like, I do want to tap into it when there's like not many views, because I'm like, nah, there's something here. Exactly. I'm like, so I'll just watch it anyway and entertain it. But when I heard that, I don't know, I was like, no, this does make, when something like. Yeah, it just feels like, it kind of makes sense. I normally go with that. I'm like, it feels legit.
I think it makes sense. Like, I've heard stories of, like, in Western Sydney, like, mobs up north, they end up going into India. Wow. Like, trading and, like, with trade ships and coming back and, like, sharing stories. Like, up north, you have, like, a lot of, like, there's Islamic influences in the culture. As well, like in the Koori, like the Aboriginal culture up there.
Wow!
From all the trading that was happening back then, with the Indonesian Makassar fellas.
Yeah. That's deep.
Chinese came down, and I guess if we go back, like we say, we've been here since time immemorial. Even if we just go with what the conservative scientists say, like 40,000 years, even that, like. Imagine all the people that would have come here and traded and stuff.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and Egypt's not far. Like, if they come down, like...
Yeah, technically.
they'll get to is it the Indian? And then they can come across
No,
somehow?
technically you're right. It's
but
not
the
too
East
far.
Coast, it would be far. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be tough.
But,
That'd be
man,
tough. But still,
who knows? Yeah.
And we don't know what type of technology they had. I mean,
Yeah.
they say they just had random, like, you know, just boats, but you never know. They could be proper ships.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
if they were building pyramids, you know.
Yeah.
They probably
100%.
figured it out how to get here. Yeah, it's just interesting.
Yeah.
This is the history that I want to know. This stuff of like
Yeah.
how you telling me like there's an Islamic influence.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like that's where was that at school? Like, I want to know that stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't learn nothing at school.
Yeah.
It's shocking. Like I've had to do a lot of my own research.
Self-learning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or relearning.
Relearn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. And like like my family know a bit, and like you just pick it up off each other. Like,
Yeah.
like you were saying, conversations.
That's it. Yeah. Because a lot of like indigenous culture, right, is it's like oral. You pass it down through. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, a lot of it. Like we have the paintings and the dances as well, and then oral. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I guess I wanted to be a storyteller.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
it's in you. Yeah, it's in the
yeah.
stitching. It's in the genes. It's like how you said you have a knack for it. It's just something that comes.
Yeah,
Naturally. Nah, that's good, bro. I love that. You're gonna, like, obviously, you know, your daughter's young now, but like eventually you're gonna, kind of, you know, not push her into the arts, but you know, show her some poems and be like, interested in this storytelling?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, love it.
I wonder what she's gonna be like.
Yeah.
Like, all the time.
Yeah.
Like her mum's an artist too, so.
Yeah, true. It's already
like,
there.
Yeah, but who knows? She might be like a scientist.
Yeah.
Or something. You know, she might want to be totally opposite.
Yeah. You never know. Damn. Still, you still learn something from her though.
100%.
Yeah.
And like, I think it'd be cool to see if she took the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could kind of help guide her.
That's it. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. That's like every like father's dream. You know what I mean? For them to,
I definitely want to see her play footy. Like, that's,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Lay down some tackles.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Man.
If she wants to. If she don't want
Yeah. You're good. You're going to be one of those parents that give her that space.
Yeah, she can choose and I'll support whatever.
We love that. We love that. That's beautiful, bro. So let's get into the events. So your event, I said your event curator, but tell me some of the things that you some of the events that you do, maybe some in the future that are coming up.
Yeah.
Man.
So like we met at the MCA poetry. Like that was the first time I've done the open mic. Like I organised an open mic myself.
Yeah.
I do like events through the MCA.
Okay.
Public. I'm artist educator, but also what do you call it? Audience engagement. So like we do public programs, stuff like that.
Yeah. Audience engagement. Nice.
Well, like I've just put like not really many events together. I'll have something coming up where I've got a producer role, so it's going to be sick.
Nice. What's that? Can you talk about that?
Yeah. It's I don't know how much I can say.
Yeah.
But it's with Word Travels.
Okay. What's Word Travels?
Word Travels is I don't want to.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, you're right. That was good. It's like an organisation, I guess, that create these type of events and platforms for performers and poets and.
Oh wow.
I think I do hip hop stuff as well.
Oh nice.
Old mate that started it contacted me. He's the one that brought the Poetry Slam to Bankstown.
Bankstown Poetry Slam. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been, but I follow them on Instagram. I know a few people that have been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've never been either. I want to go.
I was gonna say, bro. I feel like that's somewhere you need to be. You know what I mean?
Right. I've been watching it from
a distance.
From Campbelltown. Yeah.
They've been posting some videos and stuff. I'm like, wow. Yeah.
So he contacted me and asked me to help him out with Story Week. He does a thing called Story Week.
Okay.
And it's pretty much like whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Create this program. You know, where we have performers, maybe like panels and like panel discussions, performances, and whatever else I can think of. So like
that's dope.
That's coming up in October. So
October.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Soon, bro. Yeah, a few months.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sneaks up. I got to get back. Yeah, I got to get onto it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the process of creating like an event like this? Is there do you have like a set like start thing you got to do and then finish, or is it more of a creative thing, like writing a poem?
I'm not sure. I think each event's different. This one, like, it feels like I have a lot of support, so maybe we'll be more like creative, like writing a poem.
Yeah.
because when he first asked me, "Do you have any ideas?" I was like, I had heaps just popping out, too many.
Yeah.
And then the second time, I'm like, nah, I need to sit with it for a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the idea. Like, I have a few ideas. I want a panel discussion, blackfella politics and stuff.
Yeah.
But more of like around hope instead of just all the negative stuff we hear. Like we hear it all the time.
True.
But sometimes when you get in the room with like inspirational leaders, like good people, like we have those hopeful conversations.
I
know?
like that, the hope. Yeah.
So, I just want, I want to talk about hope and like just instead of saying fuck, like we ain't getting nowhere. Like let's talk about all the good stuff that we've been doing lately, all the changes that's been happening, because there is, and keep it going, I guess.
Yeah, I like that. The hope. It's like focusing on like solutions more than like problems. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's more of a constructive. I like that. Yeah. It's true though. Like, a lot of panels that I've seen, it's always like, we're not doing this enough. We're not doing this, which is good though, because, we all need to be aware of it. Yeah. But like, it won't, like, I think it's good to have that, and then in the same like event space, have the solutions or what we can do. Do you know what I mean? Not just that one. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like that was like you just saying that just then. Just it's all about the audience too. So like I guess if it's an audience that don't really know about these problems, at all, then we need to like identify them, make it aware. And that's what it's important to do as well. So like that's another idea for the thing. Like another thing would be I really want to try and get like Koori audiences, like Campbelltown, like Redfern, like communities like involved in the program, so they're there amongst it. They'll make it a welcome space, Love that. Yeah. So like, because like a lot of my performances and stuff, like I look around and I don't see many like Kooris, and I'd like to see. Nice. Like to see more, involve everyone. Yeah. I love that.
Come check out some poetry. Yeah. Have some positive yarns and
true.
Connect with the arts, because we're all artists, or like, so it's all in us, but we just need to like connect. Bring it out of each other. Because all it takes is like someone seeing you up there doing a poem. Do you know what I mean? From like, wait, do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and if I could do that, that'd be nice. I'm done. I can retire. Yeah, that's all you need. It's true, man. Just that one bit of. That's what there's an interview with Nipsey Hussle, and he says that it's like the greatest act of like human like experiences to inspire, something along those lines. Right. And I'm just like, that definitely resonates. It's true. It is so true. Nothing, and it feels good, like not even to inspire, but just to like, if someone like comes up, like if you do a poem, like, man, that hit. Do you know what I mean? Right. Inspire me to do something, like, wow, like that's all you. Just like kind of like fans your flame a little, and you're like, wow, keeps you going. Keeps you going, exactly. You want to go write another poem? It's just like. It's nice. Yeah. So that event's in October. Yeah. Yeah. Around 22nd, 23rd. Okay, bet. And how would people like find that, or is it like online or something? It should be. We should be doing the marketing soon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True. We are a bit early. We're in August. I've got to chill. Yeah. I'll give you time, bro. But we'll get there. Yeah. I'm like, as you know, with my message, I'm bad with getting back to people. I'm the same. Trust me. That's why my bro don't even stress, because I'm bad, bro. Trust me. Like, I'm pretty bad with anyone that knows me is like, Coco, just take like days to respond. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes like, that's me. Yeah. Because I'm just like, there's so many messages. Yeah. And like sometimes I'll be like, if I see it, I'm like, I want to actually properly open it, read, and like reply back properly. Then just like seeing it and then quickly, you know what I mean? I want to give it that time. Yep. And it's just like, it's a lot, man, with the phones. Yeah, I can't keep up with my phone. My mate calls me Larry of the Lake, because he says that like I must answer a text and just throw it in the lake. Yeah. Because it sits at the bottom. Yeah. But I'm the same. I want to give it that time, Yeah, exactly. But I need to get back to this fella and get the ball rolling on this. But I can't wait. It's about having that balance as well, though. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because you can't be on your phone that's another thing. Like, I'm like, and I can't always just be waiting for messages. And no, it's too much. I'm not that person. Nah, same. I can't. I have to have my space too. Yeah. Like, it's become an extension of your body. Like you do need it. Like when you go out, you do need it. It is like a part of you, but at the same time, I don't want it to be a part of it. I know that I can survive without it. Like, but people get cut at you for not getting
Yeah, bro. I know people take it real personally.
Yeah.
That's why I don't take it like when like if you say, "Oh, sorry, bro," I'm like, I don't take it personally at all because I'm like, do you know what I mean? If you're on that wavelength, I don't think you take it personally.
Yeah, that's it.
I think it's more people that like respond straight away. It's just like, yeah, what are you doing? Excuse me, that was rude. It's like, nah, bro, it's nothing personal. I do this to everyone.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel any better.
Yeah.
Literally everyone, like my family. You know what I mean? Like it's everyone.
Yeah.
It's not just you. Make them understand that.
Yeah.
But it's true, man. The phones have become an extension of us. It's weird. Like, do you ever have those moments when you're like touching your pockets and you're like, oh shit, where's the phone?
Yeah, or you feel it vibrating and you don't even have it.
Bro, that's what freaks me out. When I'm like, was it a vibrator? A tingle in my like thigh? I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the moments that kind of wake me up. Like, okay, definitely can't let this run me.
Yeah, that's it. And I guess everyone has that nowadays. Like they have to have that balance of their social media and their,
that's the thing though.
Life.
Yeah, because just like as much as like I used to preach like technology, get away from it, but then I'm out here using it all the time. Yeah, but it's like because like for work and stuff, you kind of got to use it. But it's like the mind where it's like you can't let it use you. You got to use it. Yeah, I mean, you got to use it as a tool because as soon as you start letting it use you, same with the mind, it can cause havoc.
That's it. Yeah, I found that. Like I found myself on like a YouTube binge.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day, I'm like, man, I need to stop this.
Yeah. Oh mate, the YouTube ones are heavy.
Yeah.
Are heavy. But I have learned a lot from YouTube, to be honest.
Same.
I can't even. Definitely. I've learned. To be honest, I've learned a lot. Like,
I'm the
heaps,
same,
bro.
Yeah.
Like even in school when I go on YouTube journeys, like it's definitely. Yeah. Shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, shout out. It's what you type up. Like when I first got into YouTube, it was like I'm searching up the topics that I like and I'm exploring those. Yeah. But then when you start getting into I guess the algorithms have changed on YouTube hard.
Heavy.
And I swear, like I was educating myself heaps. And then like around 2019, I don't know when, a few years ago.
You're right.
It changed.
It's changed.
And now it's just all like UFC, like just stuff that I like that I could waste my time on.
Yeah.
But not stuff that I'm learning. Yeah, like I'm like, all right, I need to create a new account or something. Or
you're right, bro. Yeah. It's true. It was around that 2019 moment because the algorithm was dope before then. Yeah. I was discovering people like some gurus and stuff, and like people that went off grid, like little communes, and I'm watching their videos, and I'm like, dude, this. And then 2019. You're right. Yeah, I think that was the time. It was just like, it shifted. And then obviously the censoring of videos and stuff because of COVID. I reckon that definitely played a part
100%
in like what they're letting out there.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's a weird, YouTube.
Yeah, I had a year off uni and Dame Dollar Dash, is it?
Yeah. He's a beast, bro.
Man.
The guy from, him and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
What they
started,
what was it?
They started, what do you call it? Rockware. What is it? Rockefeller. That's it. Yeah.
Seeing him, I seen the first interview was it The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
And then
when it was going off.
Yeah, he's going off. And I was like, man, he's saying some stuff that I agreed with.
Real shit, yeah.
Yeah, real, yeah. And I was like, so I went on a little journey with him. And like, he just, when I'm taking my like, my writing practice to the next level, like thinking about like, just having your own business, having like,
being your own boss,
on it, like being your own boss, giving something to your kids, all that was really like, and I'm like,
because he's
like,
big with that,
and giving it back to your people too,
it's true. I've gone on some Dame Dash journeys. I even got his he created a platform, bro. Yeah. Like a entertainment, like kind of like a Netflix.
Yeah, have you got that?
I actually had it for a bit. The free trial. It was good. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
But I was just like, I don't know what happened to it. Yeah. But no, I did because I used to watch him and Billy Carson's. I don't know if you heard of Billy Carson's, but Billy Carson's like he's actually kind of like an Egyptologist. And he gets into all that, a metaphysician, and him and Billy Carson's were doing a lot together.
Okay.
And he created that kind of like Dame Dash Netflix, I'd say, and he had some good stuff on there, and it was just cool to see like he actually, because he said it. I remember a year before he's like, I'm gonna make my own, platform, and he just seeing him do it, and I'm just like, this guy's real, bro.
That's
like,
it, eh?
He
He's
says
an
it.
entrepreneur, right?
Yeah, he is. He says it. He does it, and
Yep.
like he's just got a different cadence when he says things as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like the spirit that he has when he's saying it. He's just like, you know,
he's got the animated spirit.
Yeah,
like, it's mad.
it invokes something in you, and you're like, you know, you want to get on your hustle. Or
Yeah, right.
Literally, yeah, be your own boss and stuff. And I'm like, but I can see how he'd rub other people the wrong way.
100%.
Because it's a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's in your face, and I guess he hasn't changed his talk from where he grew up and that, and like he'll talk to you how he talks to everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's good because that's the human part. I mean, you gotta, and it's like there's someone said this, but it's just like you can't get caught up in like the messenger. Like get caught up in the message.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what's he saying? Don't get caught up in all that. It's like people like with Kanye as well. You know, like he's crazy and stuff. Don't get me wrong, he has his moments, but like I don't even think the dude's crazy. Like I'm just looking at what he's saying, some of the stuff he's saying. Like, nah, he's onto it. Right?
Yeah,
like,
right.
There's a lot going on, but you just gotta like listen. Do you know what I mean? Maybe just close your eyes and hear it. Yeah. Instead of like seeing it.
That's it, eh? And like the hype that's already around him.
Yeah.
Of like disregarding him or whatever, like you buy into it. And
exactly.
Yeah. Like I love Kanye. Like
Kanye,
like,
man.
Good luck to him with his like fashion, man. Hopefully he does.
He'll do it.
Yeah,
100%. It's already like it's been kicking off for ages.
Yeah, right.
He's like, Kanye, dude. His name means like the one.
Is it?
Like, yeah. Have you watched the documentary on Netflix?
No.
Dude, watch it, bro.
All right.
It's called what is it called? I don't know actually, but it's like a 5-part documentary on Kanye. Like he had a guy, his mate, follow him around with a camera during like not the beginning of his career, but like near the beginning.
Yep.
And it's a great documentary, bro. Just to see like the hustle that this guy had.
Yeah.
Like he was in like some record label, I can't remember which one, like rapping his song like to one of the execs, and she's just like not really like focusing, like, you know, she's like, oh, just come back, like, and it's just like Kanye West, like, and just the way that he was treated, and you can kind of understand why he is how he is, because like if you see like, and he's humble, like soft heart, comes from a great home. I mean, his mum was like, him and his mom's relationship was beautiful. It's just like, it's just it's a great document. That's why I love docos, because you get to see the background, you get to see the beginning, and it's just then you can really get an understanding of the individual instead of just seeing what like society pushes out.
Yeah, that's it.
And shows you.
I found that with the Amy Winehouse doco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah.
I only ever the Rehab song, man. Like
that's all you hear. Exactly.
I didn't realize she was such a great singer songwriter. Yeah.
And she had a lot going on with her, right? Like her family, like Yeah.
But yeah, Kanye is. I still love him. He's like, they tease him for so many different things, but he is like a genius. Well, they tease him for being like he thinks he's a genius, but he
is, bro.
Yeah, he changed the game up.
He has exactly, and he's still changing. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
like this guy's doing, like he's got the stem player. Have you heard of the stem player? Like it's this new, like this little thing. Like he was selling. It's like, and you can kind of listen to a song in so many different ways by like clicking different buttons. I don't have it, but I just saw him like release it.
Okay.
And I'm just like, dude, this guy's like, you know, he's like literally on a different level. He's like, fuck streaming. I'm gonna just go buy this little gadget that I've created, and you can listen to my album on that. And it's just cool. Just the way he thinks. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
It's something to like. It's inspiring, like seeing someone think like that, because just like there's no parameters. Like,
that's it.
Just dream.
Limitless.
Think.
Just
go.
Go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
just go. Like don't be afraid of what people are thinking. Don't like try to like box yourself in or like play, you know, like just go. You know what I mean? This life is, you know, one life, live it. You know what I mean? And live it like as you.
Yeah.
Not someone else. That's a big one as well.
Yeah, that's real, man.
Just being yourself. Yeah, Kanye's definitely that. He's definitely that.
And those people are always the most inspirational. Like,
yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah.
Who are some other hip hop artists that you like?
Like I got a first one. It's Tupac.
Yeah,
like,
of
I grew
course,
up,
bro.
Yeah, like where I'm from was either Tupac or Biggie. Like we all grew up listening to that.
Yeah.
Even even though we're, you know, I'm 30. Like when I was a little kid when he was popping, you know. But older brothers, older cousins,
play his stuff. Yeah.
So I've always loved that. My first ever rap album was Ludacris.
Yeah.
Disturbing the Peace.
Yeah. Luda. Yeah.
That was sick. Me and my brother used to listen to that.
Wow.
Every night.
Yeah.
We weren't really allowed to listen to rap. Our stepdad wouldn't let us.
Yeah.
So we'd have to, you know, turn it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad.
man, who's like, I love hip hop. I've got so many.
There's
like,
a lot.
Yeah. So Big L.
Big L, bro. Good lord.
Man, he goes
Yeah,
hard.
he goes hard.
And some of the things he says, like, just crack me up too.
I love rappers like that, where they can, where they can make you crack a smile and like shed a tear in the same friggin' bar. And you're like,
100%.
dude,
yeah, you don't know where.
Right, you're taking me everywhere. Yeah.
And just the way some of his songs, like, I listened to this thing on Spotify. It's like they're live in Europe somewhere, 20 minutes.
Oh wow!
It's just the maddest concert. Like, he rocks it.
Wow.
And like, some of the songs where you're talking about like your clout and like how good you are, you know, like
the braggadocious stuff, of course.
Like, man, some of his lines are just so
they
punchy,
hit.
and that's it. Big L, like Ice Cube, pretty much like the main dudes. I had a stage where I loved Nas.
Bro, Nas, bro.
I don't know, like
Nostradamus, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I love Nas, bro. So like he's not underrated to me. Like he's up there. He's in my top 5 easily.
100%.
Just like the storytelling, everything, bro. And then his voice, his cadence is just ridiculous. Like I love it.
Yeah, like the way he flows, but the way he switches it and brings it, like, oh man, it's just crazy the way he does it.
He's amazing.
I didn't know about Nas. Like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I grew up with like Tupac.
Yeah.
NWA. Ice Cube when he was popping his new albums, like Dr. Dre, all that like main stuff.
Yeah.
And then when the Bushbridge and I started talking to other old heads who liked hip hop, and then, like, they started telling me to look up Nas and like, and I don't know, man. I don't know why I'd never known about him.
Yeah.
But I just like far out.
This guy is
like.
Have you heard of Gangstar? Guru?
Yeah, I've heard of, yeah.
Dude, Guru is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a listen later.
All right.
Trust me, bro. Yeah.
Guru. Yeah.
Guru from Gangstar is.
Yeah, I've heard a few. Yeah, so Gangstar's a crew.
Yeah, it's a group. So it's
right.
DJ Premier and Guru. Guru's a rapper, and then Premier makes the beats.
Okay.
And it's like those, like, you know, they're just so good, bro. It's just, that's actually probably one of my favorite groups of all time.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely, especially in hip hop, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I used to listen to that stuff on repeat, man.
Yeah, right.
And I like Guru's flow. It's like a slow flow, and it's always like, you know, like some conscious stuff. It's just, yeah, bro. It's just nice.
Yeah, right. Lord Finesse.
Lord Finesse, yes. I only got on that recently, actually.
Yeah, right.
That's why radio helps me, because I'm constantly discovering new music and stuff, and I'm just like, wow, like, yeah, it's like an infinite pool as well.
Spotify has changed my life.
Dude, yeah, man. Spotify's dope, bro. The algorithm on Spotify is pretty cool too.
What is it?
The algorithm on Spotify.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's
it takes
good.
on some good journeys.
Yeah, it takes you. It gets you the places you need. I'm like, wow, it's actually showing me some nice stuff. And they do the daily mixes as well.
Yep. Oh, do you go through the daily?
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, because you discover different music.
Different stuff, yeah. And it's good because on the radio show I do the Afro beats, reggae, and hip hop. So then all my daily mixes are kind of like becoming them. Yeah, and it's just cool to like tap into it.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you like reggae music?
I love reggae. Yeah. But then again, I don't listen to that many different groups. Like Bob Marley.
Oh, mate, Bob, bro.
But just like my father, like if you know, I grew up listening to like One Love or that.
Yeah.
But then my father got me onto like Survival and Zimbabwe. Is that the album? But like, and that's just, that's what I live and breathe. Bro.
Yeah, same, bro.
Yeah.
That's healing for me.
Yeah.
Like whenever I need to heal or I need to like be pulled out of some place, Bob, bro. He will come and like rescue me, bro. And then like, it's like, it literally is speaking to me. You know what I mean? One of those like artists that like you feel like it's speaking to your soul.
Yeah.
Very few do that, but Bob Marley is one of them that just do it every time. Do you know what I mean?
He's probably my favorite. Like, I don't have, because like so many different,
but
he is like, he's, especially what I respect, like the Tupac, like another massive person I love, Muhammad Ali. Like people who stood up for something as well, you know. And Bob, like, I don't know if it was just him as a gene, like you know, can look in the future, or if
visionary.
It was like, visionary, or or it was that and the reggae, the Rastafari.
Rastafari movement, yeah.
Yeah, the knowledges that they have too.
Yeah,
like
their culture's deep, bro.
Oh man,
their culture is deep.
Yeah,
it's true, man. There's so many. You're right, because what he's saying, what he's been saying, it's so relevant to now.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm listening to this day. I know like the words of the song, and I'm still getting that same feeling. Do you know what I mean? Right. When he's like in Redemption song, like emancipate yourself from mental slavery, only but ourselves can free our minds. Like that still gives me goosebumps to this day. Like all these things, I'm just like, this guy was. Have you seen him perform? There's a doco. Oh, man. Dude, and he performs. He's trying to unite both political parties.
And he just been shot, or
bro,
something.
Yeah, and he was just shot before that.
Yeah.
And the lightning, dude.
Nah.
Watch it. So basically, I'll show you after this. Actually,
so the lightning.
So yeah, he's trying to so he's doing like this like concert to bring like Jamaica together, basically, and then he's I don't know what song he was singing, but he's in that that state that they get in. Like you
he goes into the zone.
That zone, do you know what I mean? Where like the spirit's taking over,
and
he's just like you can see because you can just see him in it, and then literally like lightning strikes as soon as he like hits some high note, and you're like, I'm like, dude,
it sends waves out. You like it,
That's different type of I'm just like, wow. I'm watching that, I'm like, dude, this guy is man. And to go up on stage after like getting shot in your own house in your own country, and you're doing it for those people. That's some of them in that audience might have been part of that or whatever. It's just like
like that guy. The ones that like one of them might have set that up, and he's still for everyone, like for the
greater good.
Yeah,
and that's just like it's so deep when you think about it. It's just like, man, like artists like like Bob Marley and stuff. It's just like, man, they were
like, man, different level.
Different level. It makes you feel different, man. It makes you just whenever I get goosebumps or like if tears are shed, or like I know that there's something special about. Jeffrey Gurumuru.
Oh yeah,
the blind bro, dude, that guy as well. My mum used to play a lot of his stuff in the home, and I'm just like, dude, this guy, because I don't know what he's saying, because he's still speaking in language, but it's a feeling that he invokes, and you're like, wow, like it's transcending language. Do you know what I mean? He's going. It's just it's powerful, man. It's so powerful. I watched that documentary as well.
Okay,
that was pretty cool. During NAIDOC week, they put a lot of First Nations docos out that I'd never seen. And I was it was Jeffrey's one, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, man. That was his story's amazing too.
Okay.
That's another good one for Netflix.
I'll check
you got some Netflix things to watch, bro. Bob, Jeffrey, some of the goats.
Yeah, right.
Some good ones.
Archie Roach,
yes, bro. R.I.P. I just heard.
Archie, man. But like he evokes the emotions, and you can really connect to his music, like as a black fella, like, well, from me, like I can, down Sydney streets I would roam, man, something about it, and
hits home.
And that history of our people too, like with the stolen generations and finding their way home, or coming to Sydney and finding their own family within the other people who were stolen and came here to live, just thinking, because he passed. Thinking about his legacy, and just those some of those things that he wrote about, like a real man, our history, but like
and he puts it into the music form as well, like because music, like it makes it not easy to digest. I don't want to say but like kind of. Do you know what I mean? Like like it goes straight to the soul, wherever it needs to go to. Do you know what I mean?
Like I've cried, and like Manyana, like that song, like I've cried pretty much every time I play it. Like it's just straight there.
I love it. It's important, bro, to have those songs that make you cry. I've learned that, like it's you need them, because sometimes you like have those moments where you like should have cried and you never did, and that song will bring it out, and it needed to come out, because if it doesn't, it's just like you're holding that energy. It's not good. It's not good for your health to have all that, sitting there. So those songs are literally healing. Do you know what I mean? When they can bring you to tears or bring you to joy or whatever the feeling, even like anger and emotion. Do you know what I mean? Like I remember when I heard Kendrick's Black of the Berry. Like when I heard that, I was like, I got this, bro. Like, just like I felt like my DNA was getting activated. Or something. It was just incredible. The first time I heard it, I'm just like, what was that?
Yeah.
But it's just like, yeah, just these songs that can do that to you. It's just, you got to save them on the playlist.
Oh, straight away hit that.
Instantly.
Yeah, right. Hit that like.
You have to. Yeah, man. Bro, we had a good music talk, bro.
Yeah, right.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of doing like music, like putting like, say you have one of your poems and you put like a instrumental behind it, or?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I've always thought about it. Man, like I'd love to just even drop an album, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
of course, bro.
Yeah, like it's a dream, but the older I get, the more I'm like, man, I'm too old for hip hop. Like,
nah, bro, you're never too old for it, bro.
Yeah, right.
And you just do it for yourself at the end of the day.
That's
Do you know what I mean? Like, or do it for your kids, like you're saying. Do you know what I mean? For them to like listen to something that you've done. Like that's what motivated me when I dropped my first album. I was like, look, you know what? Maybe like 1,000, like, you know, millions of people won't listen to it, but at least like my kids could like be like, oh look, dad like made a whole album. Do you know what I mean? And then when I go, they can listen to that, and it's like my presence would still be there in some way, shape, or form. So it's just like, it was just knowing that, I'm just like, you gotta, and it was like therapy as well, just getting it out.
It's a gift too, like you're sharing parts of your soul, like, to the world,
it's intense,
man. It's
intense when you, it's like, that was the topic when you put it out there and you're like, oh shit,
you're holding your
you're
breath,
burying yourself, you bury yourself, well, to everyone, it's just like, it's a lot, it's a lot. Artists, man, we take, just we go through it. You know what I mean? We bear it all out, but you have to. I think that's important.
Well, that's probably the hardest step to, like, for me, is the sharing, like the bearing of my soul, but it's also the biggest gift I'm giving, you know, and like it feels good.
Of course.
And like, I hope my kids can connect, like, with it. But I hope anyone, you know, like even if like someone picks up a book and I'll have a poem in there, and like, and I'm long gone, you know. And if someone read that and they could like kind of
relates to their life, or helps them, that
feels cool. That's amazing. I could do that too.
Yeah. Have any of your poems actually been published, or are they anywhere for people to see?
Yeah. I have a few, like, I don't have like my own place where I have them consolidated. Or anything. Like, I need to get my own website. I need to like do all that. I'm still kind of slow on that side of my practice. Once I finish uni and that, like,
oh, that's right. You're still
so I'm nearly done. But online, like Red Room Poetry.
Yep, I've heard of Red Room Poetry.
There's a few on there.
Nice.
Pen. That's I forget what that stands for.
That's alright, bro.
But I have a poem on that. And so they're spread out at the moment.
Nice. But if they type your name, and then like say Pen or Red Room Poetry, it'll come up.
It'll come up.
Yeah. Nice.
Or I guess From the Water, Art Gallery New South Wales.
The title,
It might come up.
Oh, nice. So did you read it at the Art Gallery of New South Wales?
I read it at the MCA.
Oh, the MCA,
But it was commissioned by the Art Gallery.
Oh, wow.
There was like a walk. From the Water was like a walk thing they done where like they started at New South Wales Art Gallery and walked down.
Along the water to the MCA. Wow, that makes sense.
And there was a few like performances along the way as
well. That's dope. When was this?
This was it in June? Like around June.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck, I wish I knew about that. That's mad.
Yeah, right. It was cool. It was a cool experience to like, I haven't performed that much, but to perform like, I don't know, such a receptive audience that like that wanted to be there, and but also the other poets that I was performing with as well. Yeah, it was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
That would have been fun, bro. That walk. I'm picturing that walk now as well from the art gallery. I've actually played the Yadaki down there.
Yeah.
At that little cave, like, you know, the Botanic Gardens.
Yeah.
Like there's this like there's this cave just like kind of, it's like for everyone to see as you're walking. Mm-hmm. But I remember just walking past it. I'm like, there's something about this, and I just went in there, I sat there, started playing, and then some guy came past. He's like, man, careful, like someone like sleeps here, and like, you know, dogs come up here and pee and stuff. I'm like, I did smell kind of pee, but I was just so in the moment. Do you know what I mean? Yep. He called me. I was like, why not? But it's such a beautiful walk. I said that to say that, like, it's such a nice walk.
Yeah, right. Just down the bottom there's like, this might have been energy you're feeling. Like, there's Tubba Gully, I think it was called. It was like Gadigal ceremony area.
Wow.
Yeah, where like I guess the kids became men. Like,
oh wow.
I think their tooth knocked out, but like it was an initiation process. Eh?
Wow.
Yeah. And that was for men too. So like it's you might feel that energy down that way.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's correct. That's wow. That's interesting how it works like that. Yeah, there must have been. They knocked the tooth out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's another way.
Oh.
And they did it all, like pretty good, like precise.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I think it was your left tooth.
Wow. What do you know what that like represent? Like, is there like a meaning behind it? Like,
man, I wish I knew.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if I did know, I probably wouldn't be able to say. But it was. I think Tabagali is. I think it was like when you're old enough to throw a spear. So you would have been. It would have been like a 12, 13, 14, around that age.
Yeah.
And this is all. I could be wrong, eh? But like, I used to like little tour guides around Sydney Harbour. So we used to have to talk about this.
Yeah.
So I guess like 12, 13, that's when you're leaving like your mum and your aunties and that.
Yeah.
And starting to go out with the men more. So you got to, if you weren't old enough to throw the spear, then you'd have to kick back.
Go back with it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, until you're ready.
Yeah.
But I know like that would have been the mark. It wouldn't have been like you're a man now. Cause like 13, 12, like you know what I mean? Like it would have been like there would have been other processes as you got older.
But that was one of them.
One of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Powerful. I think they're like those like little initiations and stuff are so important, man.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's why like the Western world we're so like kind of messed because we don't have that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're 18.
Yeah.
You're a man.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's like go to the pub, like that's your initiate. Like it's like nah, like that ain't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's no grow. Like it's. I guess you just set out. All right, grow, but there's no direct. Like.
Yeah.
And. Oh no.
No, all good, bro. That's all right. Nah, all good. Man, that's tough with that line. I'm looking at that line on your phone. I'm like, how's he doing it?
Yeah. I'll get it fixed soon. But I'm like, I haven't bought a phone. I always get hand-me-downs.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I forget what I was saying, before.
We were talking about, initiations and like, when you, like in the Western world, how we don't have that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd love to do it. I'd love to go through it. That process. Yeah. Like I wish, that's, I guess, a little part of me that's in the hole there. Like, I don't feel like a man yet.
Yeah.
I am. I do. Like, because, like, I'm a Koori in the 21st century.
Yeah.
Like, I got my own ways to grow and, celebrate my culture.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, man, like, I would, if I had the chance to do it all properly and go through it, I'd definitely go through it. And like be treated as that 12-year-old who can't throw a spear.
Yeah,
but
of course, bro.
It's like you have to start somewhere, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that possible though? Like for you to have that, like?
Yeah, like it can be. Not like it's not lost on the East Coast. People think it's lost, but it's just asleep, and it's waking up. Like there were pockets of communities that held on to it, staunch people that held on to the knowledges and were lucky enough to pass them on. And like Ngunnawal, I could go down and learn, like maybe go to the Ewan mob and learn a little bit there, or go to the Radjuri mob and learn a little bit there, and they'll still be able to teach me about my Ngunnawal side. Like, but I do have connections on my Ngunnawal side where I can go learn. Yeah. But I just haven't done it yet. I wanted to finish uni and like when I became a writer, I was like, all right, I want to write about this. Like one day I want to write like a fantasy novel about not just influences with my culture, But like I don't know nothing yet. I started it a long time ago, and I'm like, man, I need to stop because I don't want to say not stuff. I don't want to speculate on stuff I don't know, and I don't want. I want to know as much as I can before I do that book, and so I don't stuff it.
I feel you. I feel you. You want to like enrich yourself in it before you put it all onto the paper.
But I couldn't do it without it.
True. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So what are you studying at uni, bro?
Creative, like Bachelor of Arts.
Okay.
So creative writing's my major.
Nice.
History, political thought.
Okay.
Sub-major.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Always been a bit of a history nerd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since I could read, man, I was reading like I used to always read the Egyptian stuff.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. And then I went on to the Roman stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and this is like when I'm like young,
Yeah.
I used to like steal books from the library. I don't know why.
Hey, bro, at least it's knowledge, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Just so I didn't have to return them.
Yeah. On time. Too much pressure to read it. Yeah. I ain't a quick reader either, bro.
Yeah,
it takes you like sometimes I'll read it and my mind will be somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, nah, I'm going to read it again because I didn't really soak that in. You know what I mean? I drifted for that moment.
Because you daydream. I do that all the time.
And I'm just like, I just read it, but I didn't read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I couldn't read till like year 4. Like I just slid under the radar. Like, just a bit of a slow learner, I guess. But I don't know. I was just getting through, And then like my stepdad noticed. He's like, oh, shit, you can't read. I need a teacher.
Yeah.
But, and then once I could,
that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
You're in the books.
Still in books.
Yeah. Still in history books.
Yeah, right.
That's mad.
But yeah, like that's all the Western stuff now. Like I want, touch base.
Yeah.
I realized that shit. I'm like, I didn't know I was colonized until I started decolonizing.
Wow, that's deep. Yeah.
Yeah. Because even all the history, reading all the stuff, they're all conquering each other left, right, and centre. Like, it's different to what our people were.
True.
And even other places in the world as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I've learnt. So I'm studying history.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the subjects, I'm just getting through them. Like they skip over all the query. Like I can't wait to start digging into like.
Yeah.
My own
Do they
history.
They don't get into it much.
Nah, like they'll do it in the first unit, the first week.
Yeah.
It's like they get through it. Let's get through it.
Yeah.
And go on to what we know, which I guess it's better than them ramble on what
they
don't know.
True. I was gonna say you want it coming from a place of knowing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just
right.
regurgitating something that they don't really know about.
Yeah, that's it. Like so uni, just trying to get through that. Creative writing, I'm liking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
because that's what you do, bro.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like here, write a short story, like boom,
like
easy.
Let's go.
Page.
Yeah,
let's go.
You're like I already got one.
Yeah, right.
Like heaps. Yeah. Love that, man.
Yeah, breezing through that. Yeah, political thought. I'll get through that. Like the history bit.
Yeah.
I love it, so I'll get through it, and then I'll use those skills as a historian or whatever, and maybe I'll write non-fiction books too one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
That's like the dream, mate.
Dude, that's what we're going to put on the title as well, author.
Yeah, thank you.
We're putting that there for sure. We're going to manifest that for you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I can see it already happening, bro.
Cheers, eh?
Yeah, this is going to be... And when your first book, when you drop it, when you come back here...
Oh, I'd love to, man.
Please, bro.
Like, I appreciate the love. Like
we'll break down the book.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, yeah, I appreciate the love you having on me. Like,
no, of course, bro. Man, after hearing your poem, like, 100%. I need that poetry vibe back here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then plus, man, it was just such a good event, man. And yeah, bro, it's just. Can you do another poem? Is that right? One more?
Yeah, for sure.
Legend, bro. One more poem. Why not? See how the screen is.
Yeah.
You're doing well, bro. I know how you do
sometimes I
it.
have to read. I'm sending texts and I have to flip it up to see what I'm writing.
Bro, it's a good excuse though to not reply back to people quick. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, my phone's busted. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah, that's it. Eh? What have I got here?
Whatever you feel, bro.
I have this one was the one I wrote for pen.
Okay. Yeah, great.
And it's called Poem 11. So let's numbered it. I'll flip it up. Alright. Oh, it's 2 poems. Like it rolls into a second one.
Okay.
So the second one's called Walla Land.
Oh, nice.
So poem 11. I would betray the world before the world betrays me. I'd rather untie the knot calmly, the knot we call society. then grasp for it with raw chafing hands. I would clear my throat, able to speak my own existence. Wiping the tears falling from my father's face, so he can wipe the tears from his. My blood will be free. Never blowing with the wind like a seed taken by its breeze. Never letting the currents of history flow over me and my people's story. There is a hole in my abdomen, dark as void, dripping constellations of stars, leaving my stomach to rumble, as the thunder does. It's my culture. I hunger for culture. It is for her that I thirst, driving my toe into country, like rain hitting dirt. I search for my shadow on silver screens, videos of brothers fighting brothers, hustling as their only queen, tagging up lines of TFC, an indoctrinated identity. Picking through piles of steel and concrete, midden shells, stinking of rust, a poem from my grandfather's country, a cultural object connected to us. Wallabulua land, where mullions circle a crimson red sky, while the sun it sets overhead. Here we stand, proud Ngunnawal men, fishing on our riverbed. And the Murray cod scales, they're as dark as an emerald stone, and like Ngunnawal men, they cut down the river track, returning to a place they call home, connecting to their blood and bone.
Wow.
Thanks.
Beautiful, bro. There's so many like bars in there that I want to get into.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, cheers,
the
man.
phone one, the shadows of the phone, searching for shadows. Oh. That was a nice one. There were a few that hit me, and I was like, wow, okay.
Well, that's like, that line there is like when we yarned about the YouTube.
That's what it hit me, yeah.
So like, yeah, I forget the line exactly. Yeah.
It was all connecting to what we've said. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So like, searching for my shadow, like trying to learn about my culture and doing a lot of that research online. Yeah, that's kind of what, you know.
I like it, and I like how you, like, we're like, you know, your culture's what you thirst for her. Like, yeah, like how you made that was, yeah. I see where you. It's deep, bro, because the poem's kind of connected to a lot of what you said earlier. Even the second poem, when you're on when you're fishing.
Yeah, right.
And
as I was reading it, I thought.
Yeah, I was like, this is trippy. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, right.
Nice, man. So did you? So they're two separate poems, but they connect in a certain. They have a common thread.
Yeah, like the first poem is more or less about that searching and that longing for my culture and learning about it. You know.
Yeah.
And the second part is, you know what? Here it is.
It's like, there. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess a poem from my grandfather's country, a cultural object connected to us. Uncle Eric, my grandfather taught him a lot. So I didn't get to meet my grandfather. He passed away, but he knew, you know, a lot of stuff about our Ngunnawal culture. And Uncle Eric's more like my cousin, like a cousin, but elder. He's an uncle. Yeah. To me, but he had a poem, like, cause he wrote a book, and he's passed on the culture, and he's no longer with us no more either. But when he was alive, he was doing a lot of stuff.
Wow.
And I found one of his thing, like an interview online.
Yeah.
And he read a poem.
Wow.
And I was like, fuck, like, you know.
He never knew about this poem.
Never knew.
Wow.
And he mentioned my grandfather in it, like, in the interview or the poem, I forget. But, like, he, you know, and I was like, man, like, I found something that I'm connected with. It's that poem. And if I can write a poem, my poem's connected to that poem, and then maybe another poem, you know, like.
Wow, yeah.
We're continuing our culture still, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's deep. I like that. Wow. What are the odds that you found it on YouTube as well?
Yeah, right.
Man. It's true though, man. Like when we're doing these things, like, you know, your poetry, you're connecting to your ancestors through it. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's special. Like I don't know. I feel them there, you know? Yeah.
That's beautiful, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, man. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. That was awesome. I'm definitely gonna put that as one of the clips, that poem, because that's
cheers, man.
I'll do both of them, to be honest. Yeah, that was amazing, bro.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate this, man. I appreciate you coming through, like traveling such a long distance as well to come here, and yeah, bro. It's been is there anything that you'd like leave everyone with, like, you know, say you could give yourself advice back in the day, or just, you know, to the youth them out there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe like something someone's told you that you want to pass on that's helped you through life, or anything, bro. Even if you got a poem or anything that you wanna, whatever comes to mind, man.
Like when you just said what someone's passed on to you, like straight away I thought of like something that someone passed. Like my old man, he's one of his, you know, I didn't grow up with him. I like not much. Moved up to Campbelltown, started living with him. Got to know him then, you know. And one of the things he said to me, and it always just rung with me, is always have a golden heart. And like, it's so, but the way he explained it was just like, you know, no matter what, like as long as you got that, then like that's the richness, you know. Like you're rich if you got a golden heart, and it's hard to keep it golden because it is a constant test. Yeah, you know, like another saying I've heard is no good deed goes unpunished. Like, but that's the test. You know, that thinking, oh, will I be punished? No, but you do it, and you just keep that golden heart, and put in the work, and you'll go there. Like you'll get wherever the fuck you want to go. If you just keep that heart, keep that integrity, and just do it.
Love that, bro. I love that. Keep the golden heart. No, that's true though, man. That's true. Shout out to your old man, bro. That's shout out. That's a great because he can watch this, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I'd love to show him one day.
Yeah, shout out to all of anyone you want that's gonna watch this, bro.
Yeah, all my mob, all my people. I love you all. Yes. Yeah, tune in. Thank you so much for having me, my brother.
Of course, bro. Of course, man.
Like, first podcast, first interview.
And first interview too. Wow,
man.
You'll be back though. You'll be back with the book. With the book, whether it be the fantasy novel or maybe a poetry book, whatever it may be. But yeah, man, bro, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, bro, I can't wait to have you back. Gonna put author on this title as well, man, because I'm seeing it. So fam, this is another episode of the Midnight Moods podcast, conscious conversations, real talk with real ones. Ethan, the poet, the legend, bro, I appreciate you, man. How can everyone like tap into you, like, you know, keep in touch, or, you know, follow one of your events? Is there any way?
Well, just watch this space.
Yeah, watch the space.
Ethan Bell 1 on Insta.
There we go.
I'm hardly on it, and I don't really post what I'm doing on it. So
yeah. How else?
That's all I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the moment. But I do. You know.
Yeah, here and there.
And if you want to message or get in contact with me.
Yeah, get in contact with you through there. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect, man.
Yeah, Ethan Bell 1. Yeah, thank you so
much. My brother. Thank you so much, man. Another episode of Midnight Moose podcast, fam. Have a good one. It's Coco the Conscious, aka Mr. Moose, signing off. Peace.